In this part, we will discuss multiplying monomial by polynomial. Basically, you have to know how to multiply integers, negative and positive. You have to know that a positive number times a positive number, or a positive quantity times a positive quantity would result a positive answer. And when we have different signs like negative times positive or positive times negative, the answer would be negative. Those are examples just to show you the results. Negative times negative, when the signs are the same, negative times negative equal a positive. Now this would be helpful if you draw it in your paper. Negative times a negative is a positive, positive times a negative is a negative, negative times a positive is a negative. So it's pretty important figure. Now, distributive property. What if we have this example? 3 parentheses 9 minus 2. There is a hidden multiplication between the 3 and the parentheses. So this means 3 times the parentheses 9 minus 2. So remember, every time you see parentheses, there is a multiplication sign in the middle. Now, what does that mean? It means that 3 is multiplied by the 9, and 3 is multiplied by the negative 2. And this is called distributive property. So if we want to apply this, would be 3 times 9 and 3 times negative 2. We know that 3 times 9 is 27, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So basically put them next to each other, and because of both numbers you can actually do this operation and the result would be 21. So it's pretty much easy distributive property when it comes with numbers. Now what about if you have variables and letters? Well, this is an example of a monomial 6m times a binomial m minus 2. Remember, there's always a hidden multiplication. So go ahead and do the multiplication sign in the middle before the parentheses. Now the m has a coefficient of 1. So if you want to apply the multiplication, 6m times 1m, this would result in 6 times 1 equals 6, m times m, so a letter times itself, think about it like a square. You have a square of m by m. The area for this square is m squared, not 2m. So 6 times 1 is 6, m times m is m squared. So we're done with the first part, the first arrow. Second arrow, 6m times negative 2, it would result in negative 12, and you have the letter m, so just leave it there. The final results, we have to put these together next to each other, so there would be 6m squared minus 12m. We cannot simplify further because they're different terms. What if you have more complicated example? So you have a monomial, negative 2y, times a polynomial that is 3 terms, which is trinomial. In this case, you will have negative 2y times 4y squared. That's the first arrow. We're going to want to apply this formula or this abbreviation sign number letter. So you worry about the sign first. Negative times a positive would result a negative number. The number 2 times 4 would result 8. Y times y squared, that's a letter, so you have y and y squared, and that will give you a cube of y, or y to the power 3. So we're done with the first term. The second arrow, negative times negative, would result a positive. So we're done with the sign. Now the number 2 times 5 would result a 10. Y times y, like we showed earlier, is y squared. The last term, negative times positive, it's negative. The number 2 times 6 is 12. And there's no other letters, so we're just throwing the y next to the 12. These are different terms, so we only have to do put them in trinomial, and that's the final answer. Hopefully that helps you with multiplying monomial by a polynomial. Thank you for watching.